Good morning, everyone. It's Maggie from Personal Euphoria with today's plank story. If you don't want to plank today, sitting down, you're going to have your feet on the floor and you're going to flex them up as much as you can. So you're going to lift, keeping the back of your heel down on the ground. So just lift the ball of your foot as high as you can. You can alternate or do both together. All right, so this weekend when we were in Pittsburgh, I needed to use a public restroom, and it was kind of a busy place, so there wasn't a line, but all the stalls were full. I had to wait for someone to come out, and a young woman, as I get older, it's harder for me to gauge age, but I'd say late teens, early 20s, came out of the bathroom and said, oh, I'm sorry, that one doesn't flush. And I said, which is what I always say, I know I've been in worse, because in the United States, I have never been in the worst bathroom I've been in. So I just presume it's not going to be that bad. And it wasn't. She was the only one who had been in there. I walk in, I'm like, this is odd. She's the first person the toilet breaks on. And so I flush it and it's fine. And I thought to myself, is it possible that this woman is so young that she has never gone to a public restroom that you have to manually flush? Is that possible? And if it is, I don't mean to make fun of her, because I know better and I've done that myself. So normally, if I'm gonna wash my hands, before I put soap on my hands, I test to make sure the automatic sink works, or that I can get it to work. But once, when Matt and my friend Julie and I were in Mongolia, we went out to eat. We were in a city, and I was dirty, so I broke that rule. I lathered up in soap, and then I could not figure out how to get the automatic sink to work. So I come out and I tell them, the sink doesn't work, guys, so don't use the soap. And then they each go to the bathroom, and they come back and they're like, what are you talking about? Because the sink was shared. It was outside the men and women's room. What are you talking about? The sink works fine. Just turn the faucet. So, on the one hand, it could happen to the best of us. She might totally know there's manual toilets and for some reason just missed it. But it did make me curious. Because it was a few years ago, one of my friend's daughters saw an AM FM dial radio and asked us if it was a fidget spinner. So I don't know. If you are of that age, weigh in. And with that, have a wonderful day and keep moving.